Hello, beautiful people. What is up? Hope you're doing quite fantastic, fabulous, if I may say so. Mr. Minority coming to you again with another Coffee Talk video. I was almost bored on my wits when to shoot my brains out last time, so hopefully this drama's gonna spice in things up. What would you recommend? Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara? No, don't suggest anything which doesn't have the ingredients in its title, okay? That's a step far too above for me. Oh, what is that? Yeah, please tell me what that is. It's basically hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that Spanish Sahara. Hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Hell yes! Thanks for saying that, girl. Oh yeah. What the heck was that sticking out of that? Was that like a dildo? Your drink is ready, sir. My. This is amazing. Oh yeah. Glad you liked it. Dad, yes? Please just go home after you finish your drink. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's gonna help me become more successful. I know Morris. He is not a good person. The industry has changed, Dad. It's not like 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand, making his name, managing a lot of stars so they become superstars. I still have my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. You're just being paranoid. First, you were afraid of how my fans would treat me. Now you're afraid of the industry too. What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're afraid of the air I'm breathing. You're just too young to understand. That's a great comeback. Then make me understand, because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Did you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Not even how to talk to your own daughter. Rachel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay? Try harder, because right now, you're not helping anyone. He is helping my business, so, that's alright. Okay, I'll shut up. Not me, not you, no one. I know. But give me a chance. You know what? It will take me time to learn. But I am learning. Listen here, I don't want to be too superficial, but you look like you're a bit past the prime in your life, so you better hurry up. You haven't got much time. Or, you know, I could return to the industry. I could try to be your manager. I don't know about that. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long. I told you, I have informants there. I'm not that out of touch. Of course, there are things I need to figure out, but it doesn't work that way, Dad. You know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, can you at least choose someone other than Morris? I don't think so. Mr. Lester's right at the height of his career right now. He's my best chance right now. Don't be too paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now, please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. And it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel in the label provided. But that's... See you, Dad. Wait, Rachel! Let's go do the head on the rail, descending the elevator. I know you should. Excuse me for a moment, Mr. Minority. Don't get run over. I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyway. What? You didn't hear the argument, Myrtle? Of course I heard that. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business, is it? That's amazing. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely, especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born to a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't even realize what we're capable of doing until you try to bench press a max weight. By that way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yo, Mr. Minority, we're leaving. Hope you have a good time. Thank you for the drinks as usual. Please take care on your way home. I knew the conversation wasn't over when I said, I hope you enjoyed the drinks, because I always have to end with that. I always have to say, no, Freya's coming in. Freya is going to be here. I guess that's all for Freya! Oh, you're back, Mr. Henry. Are you alright, sir? Sir? Oh, yes. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No, I lost her. I'm sorry to hear that. No idea how that in-shape girl could outrun a impeccable specimen like yourself. I'm sure she's alright. I hope you're right. By the way, pardon me for asking. Yes. Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago, just as we were welcoming the beginning of the millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s, and they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. And when my wife was working, she worked for a record label, and that's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry. Excuse me. But what hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. The teenage girls especially, they were crazy about their idols, to the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstar lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their families. And the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. I can imagine quite a bit. Edited photos, stalking, outright sexual assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche, but they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry? They visit my place from time to time, and we all meet up at least once a year. Usually, it's at my place. Oh, look at the time, I should go home too. Are you gonna be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later, Mr. Minority, and sorry for the bringing our fight to your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then, goodbye. I didn't tell him to be safe. I did not tell him to be safe. Hey, the Grinch. I wonder if the recipes are being like revealed here, so I should like be paying attention or something. Okay, here we go. What is it, Wednesday or so? Yeah, Thursday, October 1st. Ooh, 2020. We are getting to Oktoberfest. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow the children to attend unsupervised. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gil Nyman and Muriki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. Supposed to Neil Gaiman. The level of astuteness is astounding. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There's definitely something that you can do. What is that? Can we work here? Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very poor on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to learn a mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Yes. But I can see that your communication skills have improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true. But it's not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we have learned, we learn from them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Working on yourself first. Usually a good rule of thumb, I like it. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That's correct. I'm not sure about this, Neil. Normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through some processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh. Let me think this over, if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no. We're sorry for our spontaneity. But it has to be today. May I know why? Because we're leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. I think we would suck on an equal level in that regard. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come up just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be, but always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy, but you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Non-verbal signs? Yes. That would be very hard for us. I have something very hard. Lame. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking, and when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do you need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron, though, to keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. It'll make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. It is. Alright, then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Let's start the night. Hey, agent. How's it going? He, forced me... Welcome. Holy wow! What the hell is happening? Are my pants down? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Miss Minori, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight, and I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. Ha, it's not that. Neil was just helping out. He never looked like someone who needs help. Yes, I know. Ooh, I'm an individual. Anyway, there are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, Earth conquering your species? Is that the other way? Anyway. Second, judging from the situation, we were actually the person who was getting help from the Barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned some things as we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition, I make the drinks. Neil will be here only to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please don't hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya, if I still need to write for the paper again, what happened? The chief found out. Oh, you're in for it, or you're okay. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up in the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. Oh yeah. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the damn novel, I guess, and after that, hope it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Huh? Are you allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. It was. It was the best thing to do according to our senses. Your senses are becoming more acute. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. What is your favorite, you may ask? Well, that's something for another episode. We shall see. We shall see what the favorite is. Well, beautiful people, we have come to an end once again. Hope you're doing well, and hope you got some enjoyment as well. I will see you later. Have a good one.